Hey guys,
What's going on, guys?
Okay. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. What the hell was this episode called?
Holy shit, I don't even fucking know.
We have no clue what it's called. Okay, yeah. The episode...
I can't even look because... Can you look it up? Oh my god, I feel like an asshole. I wouldn't even look up the fucking name of the fucking episode.
Normally we know.
No,
Or
episode
normally you
509.
know. Alright,
The hell? Oh my god.
Sorry guys, don't be mad.
49, 50, 51, 52,
L
53.
5 what?
9.
9. March of Crimes?
Here we go.
March of
Crimes. Here we go.
March of fucking Crimes. Okay. Alright, we start off, they're all in Hannah's bedroom. Allie's fucking bedroom, whatever you want to call it, because
yeah, really.
God knows.
No, Allie sleeps in the fucking closet. It is not her bedroom.
Yeah. So Allie is arguing with Spencer. What else is new? And talks about the fact that they fucking literally about, oh, you know, Spencer mentions about Allie sneaking around. And then Allie proceeds to say, like, oh, I'm going outside to call my dad. Or are you gonna put me on camera for that too?
Did Spencer ever mention
No.
to her about a camera? Because I don't recall that. And
No.
if she did, by all means, comment. Because I do not recall Spencer saying, although maybe in the shadows of what we don't see, something was said like, oh, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, fuck that.
Put it on the fucking show. Because I don't recall her saying that.
Then we go to Emily. She sees Noel listening to voice recordings of Allie and Shauna. Allie says, Shauna, don't fight me on this. Was she talking about fucking the whole fucking scene on Ezra Fitz's stage? I believe so. I think that's what she was talking about. But we'll never know because the show...
Or will we?
Is just going to keep doing that.
We'll find out in season 75, episode 335.
Exactly. Okay. Hannah's flask falls out in front of Ashley.
Hashtag alcoholic.
Again, hashtag alcoholic.
Ashley says to her...
Nothing really happened in this episode. So
It really didn't. I mean, there was a few scenes where it was like, oh my god, like the fucking eyeball, but we'll get to that, but...
Okay. Detective Tanner's grilling Ella and Aria about Ezra. Asking if Ezra had other relationships with other students. Okay. We know that there's a connection between Shauna and him via she had gunpowder on her thing, Ezra was shot that night, and she wound up dying in his family's theater. But
why
just because there's that connection, why would that imply that they were dating?
Exactly. Is there more than one person that Aria doesn't know about?
Is there something else going on that you know what I mean? Like, that would make them question that. Has he spent time with Shauna other than what we know? So,
and furthermore, why ask Aria that? Because of all people, you're going to sit there and ask the person that he was dating about that shit. Oh, well, yes. You know, while we were hooking up, he was hooking up with 35 other people on the side.
Just to let you know.
Just to let you know.
Yeah. Emily gets Noel's gym locker combination.
Which I thought that they've already fucking had that combination from previous episodes.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand.
They've broken into his locker
That's what I'm
before.
saying. Like...
Weird.
Whatever.
And gets the key to his car. Wonderful.
Fantabulous.
Go, Emily. You're kicking ass all over the place.
Yes, we're having a recap tonight. Thank you for asking. We're doing it right now.
So, we see Hannah is kicking Allie out. Like, maybe you should just go stay with somebody else. Good.
Good. Because I'll tell you.
Good. She'll tell you good.
Now, here's the thing. She is weaseling Ashley to be on her side in every aspect of it. She is eventually, now, I might be wrong, I see her, like, trying to twist her against Hannah with the whole alcoholic and Caleb thing. Like, she's going to try to throw a rock in that fucking bullshit. And I don't give a shit if any of you guys out there like her. I can't stand her. I don't trust a word that she says. Yes, season 5 kicks ass. Yes, I'm glad that she's back on the show just for the reason of the fact that it's made it a little bit more interesting. But
it's not this episode completely sucked.
No.
It's just a lot, like, compared to the other episodes in season 5. Do you know what I mean?
Well, there's been a lot of filler episodes. And I mean, like, this was technically, one of them, besides some scenes. But I don't trust a word she says. I don't care. Say what you will to me. I think that she might have been behind this from the fucking beginning.
Yeah. Arya in the
And I'm not saying she's big A. I'm throwing that out there. Don't give a shit. She's behind it from the beginning.
Arya dodges Hannah in the cafeteria.
That was such bullshit.
Like, we'll get to that at the end because... Okay, Spencer seeing double. Sydney and Jenna. No fucking shit. Like, what the fuck? Did that really have to be a hashtag? Like, it wasn't, like, that important.
Duh.
Like, we've seen it 17 times. We didn't need to know it again. Okay, Emily steals the pictures of Allie from Noel's car from when she was fucking dead.
With someone in a camouflage uniform.
Yeah, what was up with that?
With someone in a camouflage uniform.
Can you see me yet? A. Like, really? It makes you think. I didn't even see, like, at the end. I didn't even see the end thing where A is in the fucking eye person, whatever. Did it still say it on the board or not? If it didn't say it on the board, it makes me think that a lot of this shit that we see at the end actually takes place in the beginning of the episode.
It's very possible, but was it even the same doctor's office?
It was an eye doctor.
It definitely was?
Yeah, because the eye machine was there and stuff.
Okay.
So, if it wasn't on the board, it kind of makes me think, like, okay, all this shit that we're seeing at the end is actually taking place in the beginning of the episode. That's how he was able to do that. Because otherwise, like...
It's making it look like it was Sydney or Jenna that put that message up there.
What the fuck? Okay. Okay, so Hannah can't make it to the wedding. Big surprise there. What the fuck is with all the sunglasses in that fucking thing?
Not to mention the fact that they're dressed alike, like two fucking jackasses. Ooh, let's both wear red pants, black jackets, white t-shirts, sunglasses, yes.
There's a reason for that, though. There has to be a reason for that.
Well, obviously. I mean...
You don't just... I'm not going to be like, hey, Gianna, let's dress the same. Let's fucking...
Although we could do that, we do have the same t-shirts.
So, Emily confronts Sydney about the relationship with Jenna, and Emily just is like...
Fucking rock on.
Like, Spencer's like, no, don't say anything. Emily's like, fuck that. Excuse me, Sydney, hello, over here, bitch. Mm-hmm. What the fuck is going on? Like, good for fucking Emily. Hannah tells Caleb about Zach. Get him, Caleb. Get him, fucking get him,
I was like, yeah, Caleb!
He is sexy. Okay.
Yes, the fuck he is.
Now Arya is having doubts that he hit on Hannah. Ella talks about there being a fucking... something that happened, and she was just like, oh...
Yeah, like something that might have happened in Austria, or whatever the case may be. Pre-wedding jitters. No, bullshit.
Yes.
Bullshit. No. Perv wedding jitters. Perv wedding jitters.
Okay. Caleb to the motherfucking rescue. And then he gives Caleb the note that Hannah wrote. So,
yeah,
A set this up.
That Hannah wrote.
Was it A? Was it somebody else? Was it fucking Sydney?
I'm sorry, I was so shy the last time.
Yeah, like, who the hell was it? Nobody knows, and I'm not going to sit here and guess.
At least Caleb was fucking smart enough to know it wasn't Hannah.
I'm sure he would know his own girlfriend's handwriting.
Somebody said something, though. I saw something, Allie is able to copy handwriting.
Mm-hmm.
So who's to say that wasn't her that sent
It
it
could
to
have
him?
absolutely been her. She's a little fucking... See you next Tuesday.
Hmm.
Okay, Spencer is taking the Allie pictures to the lake house.
Mm.
Like, as if enough bad shit doesn't happen in that lake house. Let's fucking... Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Emily and Sydney. Sydney comes up to her. I'm sorry. Like, no, bitch, you're not sorry. Nobody likes you. You're not sorry.
I knew her from the blind school.
You know, I didn't know I would like you.
After Allie was there, she was a wreck, and I just had to comfort her.
And then Emily
suck her
was
ass.
like, oh no, I'm taking that position so I can see you suffer. And, like, she
when
just
you're
whooped
under the
ass.
water, you'll feel what it's like to get sucker punched. I was like, fuck yes.
All right. Noel under the fucking sheet. I'm telling you, rewatch that because something's up with that. It was like Noel was in the chair, but somebody was laying on the ground. I could have sworn that there was another person
laying on the
there.
ground. I didn't see somebody laying on the ground. Huh? Does he watch this? No.
He just put on Facebook that just because Emily cursed out Sydney because she was trash talking Allison, Emily deserves anything that's coming her way. He's fucking nuts. I told you I hate that motherfucker. I hate him.
Okay. It was Noel under the sheets. He's saying that it's, you know, fucking insurance, this and that.
PLL
That Shauna
insurance.
sent Jenna those pictures and, like, this show is not even followable anymore. Like, if that's even a fucking word. Like, you can't even follow this show anymore. Like, it's to the point where it's like, what? Like, why? Like, you know what I mean? It just, nothing makes
Right.
sense, and I don't see how
No,
they're gonna
it doesn't.
they're gonna
It
put it
doesn't.
into perspective for us. I don't see it because I feel like the end result is gonna be us being like, are you kidding me? Are you
that's the thing, is
fucking kidding me?
Noel actually helping Allie? Is he actually part of the A-team? What the hell is going on? Him and his fucking teeth. Like, what is going on?
Hannah is finally pouring out the alcohol. Hashtag fucking AA. Good for you. Arya's sucking ass because you fucking stupid bitch. You didn't want to believe her. And now you can fucking apologize for it because you're a little bitch.
She was a fucking bitch last week. That's for damn sure. She was a mega bitch.
So Tanner calls Mrs. Marin and says, "Oh, you know, we found the person that broke in, that kidnapped her, and did all this shit. Is it who she? It is." And they call her down. We're no.
Megan's no.
Then we have at the house Byron. Okay, Byron. Then, you know, the whole Byron Ella thing, they're going to wind up getting back together, of course. But who was the guy that was at the police station? Did A, hire them? Was that person hired by the police?
There was somebody...
Either way, it's...
Speaking of a troublemaker, not to throw him out there, but there was somebody in the books apparently by the name of Nick Tripp Maxwell. Nick/Tripp Maxwell. Who the fuck that is, I have no idea. I don't read the books. I don't give a fuck. IDGAF. I don't read the fucking books. Mike, get the hell out of the video or I'm gonna punch you out of the fucking goddamn house. Anyway. I don't give a goddamn shit about the books, but apparently Nick/Tripp Maxwell is Courtney/Allie's boyfriend. Who the hell that is, and if that's him in this fucking show, why he said that on his fucking Facebook, I have no idea, but whatever.
Well...
Sounds
was
like
it.
a comic book character.
Then
Yes,
we see,
it does.
Then we see A at the end at the doctor's office, whatever.
Oh, are you sure you're warm enough? It's cold
Yeah,
in
and,
here.
like, just don't even say a word to her.
Put
Like,
the earbuds in.
fucking
Like this.
retarded. Like,
Yeah.
and that's it for
Because
this
if I
video.
speak, everybody will hear my British accent, so I'm just going to nod my head.
Whilst.
Whilst.
Alright, peace the hell out.